Hello. Hello. Give me 1 minute. I meant to take a screenshot of this, and I didn't. So you guys get to watch me take a screenshot. Wow. I'm happy I came early to this Eggman stream. All right. Bam. And 3, 2. Perfect. All right. All right. Perfect. Hopefully the button actually worked. Let me check. Let me check that the button worked. Yeah, it did. All right. Hope you guys are doing well. Niku, hello. How you doing? Why does your Twitch... Oh, you know what? There's this new way to update it. And I didn't... There's a new way they update my title, but it doesn't update the go live notification, so I'm sorry. So it's OP09 testing and tier list. That's not... I didn't mean to fake, but tomorrow I'm actually going to be doing some FBO4 testing. So I'm sorry for the bait and switch. I promise tomorrow's stream's going to be that. I've been really wanting to play some Fusion World, and it's been a stupid busy couple of days and everything. But there's just the game is just, it's my favorite to play. At least One Piece is pretty close to. They're really close to the end. I just haven't found the deck that I've kind of feel really good with in OP09 yet. I'm sure when I do, I'll like the meta a little bit more. But yeah, Fusion World, no critiques. It's been incredibly fun. And I just feel bad that I haven't been able to play it in like a week and a half, just because of like the Gundam event and all the One Piece stuff for OP09. It's just been busy. It's just been a busy end of the year. No excuses. So let's see. No sweat, lol. Said the same thing last night. Yeah, last night. Yeah, my apologies. I promise tomorrow we'll do some testing. I don't even know what I want to play. Maybe some Zamasu. I do know that Majin Buu is like the top leader in ranked. I don't even know if I want to do ranked games because I know that the system's kind of bad. I don't know. We'll figure out what we're doing. There was like some yellow Vegeta I wanted to play too, which I thought was good, but maybe that's coping a little bit. Gundam stream, we'll just do another one when it makes sense. Maybe I'll have a day with Yomi where we play for an hour or two. If Red, I honestly think that Uta has like a shot of being viable. I think red purple is a really good color combination, and no one's really kind of investigated a lot of the other decks that are in that with Law getting banned. So I think it's there. Tournament for Gundam, we're gonna do one next month. I'm aiming for a Tuesday in January, likely the 10th or the 17th. I'll make some more information, but my expectation for that tournament is it's going to be free to play. I guess up to 64 players. I guess to 128. I don't know if I might charge a little bit, but I think it's going to be free. I think I want the first one to be free. Beta card proxies will be legal, and then first place will just get a box whenever it releases, and then top 8 will get Eggman dice. And I have new Eggman dice for the 2025 year for competitive ones. We did have like traditionally like the blue ones, so these blue and gold ones. This was for like the 2024 year, and these are gone now. So we're moving to the 2025 ones. But let's see. All right, Miguel, thank you for I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of underrated decks, and honestly, like, there's this weird kind of type of deck, and I'll put Boa as example. Boa is a really good deck, but Doflamingo does everything better, right? If Doflamingo didn't exist, Boa would be around more, but there's like very little reason for you to play Boa over Dofi, even though Boa does have a lot of good matchups and is viable in its own way. It's just like straight upgraded in a lot of ways, right? And I think that's true for a couple leaders that exist right now, where yeah, they're actually really good if you want to play with it, but If you are, then it's just better to play this other leader too. But we're gonna do a tier list in about an hour. That's when we're expected to do it. So we'll go through it. I'll ask for. There'll be some leaders that I'm like, these are going to be added no matter what, and then you guys can let me know on some ones that I'm missing too. But we'll do some testing. The 3 leaders that I have right now are Red, Purple, Luffy. This is straight up just Noah's build, who got 10th place in the last little bit. Let's see, Mira also says, thank you for the subscription too. Thank you. First one of the day. Maybe of like the month while we've been live. But a lot of times where a deck plays a lot of the same cards as a top tier deck, so it gets countered by the same stuff too. That's fair. That's fair. Like there's just kind of like some stray shots that get hit, which just feel really bad. Limb testing when? We could do next week, promise. I meant to do it last week, and I just got busy. My first stream next week will be that. I just didn't want to commit to like one deck today when this will be a little bit of a shorter stream, probably 2 to 3 hours, and I wanted to commit a full day of testing to Limb. So I do have, all right, but as like a little bit of a flavor test for that, one thing I've been testing mind-wise is that Limb is actually really good in the sense of that it ramps cards. You playing stuff rested feels bad, but it's not outrageously bad, right? What is it? Like the consistent ramp is really good. Most of the cards, half the cards don't really care. And so I was thinking about like running a Baroque Works engine, and mostly because it just looks fun and they get extra ramp. And there's also this crocodile that works for it. It's nothing great, but I don't know. There's also like the cheese combo where you have Nico Robin with the 10-drop Kaido and Linlin, and you get to keep your board. There's just a lot of weird stuff you get to do with it, but I don't know. I'll probably try that next week. Don't hold me to it. Actually, do hold me to it. I have actually looked at Hody because, as you guys probably remember from last night's Wednesday night One Piece, sometimes it's a benefit that your on plays don't activate, right? So like maybe Hody can be kind of good. I don't know. Red Purple Kid, I haven't tested that yet, but it's on my mind too. We might play some a little bit today, but don't hold me to that today. I won't be to Orlando. 90% chance at this point. As of right now, I have not been hired, and that's not even me like saying that I have not been in contact to be working Card Fest at all, which I'm a little bit upset with. I've been associated with the last 2, and I clearly love these card games, but I'm 100% sure that they have fantastic talent, and it makes sense. But it's just without sounding like a broke boy, it doesn't make sense for me to fly all the way to Orlando for a weekend when I don't even have an invite and stuff, and it just didn't financially make sense, unfortunately. So I obviously would like to go, and it would be really cool. But I also went to Dallas the previous time, which was 4 months ago. So I'll likely, as of December 12th, as of recording, as of live streaming, I have no plans to go to Orlando, which I am upset about, and I'm sorry I won't be there. But maybe that will change, but likely not at this point. So, but yeah, obviously Kid got a lot of support, so that's really good. I did not make the tier list already. Well, at the top of the hour, we'll do a tier list. It doesn't look good on this screen, but we're just, before we go, I'm just gonna do some palette cleanser games. We're gonna do some games with I believe Noah, right? Yeah, Noah's version. This version of Red Purple Luffy got 10th place in my event this week, and I really do like this leader. Yeah, and it kind of mentioned at the beginning of this too. I think red and purple is a really, really good color combination. I think both got some really great cards in the last set or two, and we just have to find out the best leader for it. So I really do think Uta could be one of them. I also have this animal version of Sanji, which I don't know if this is good. I have not tested this, but maybe. And I think I have an Uta deck, and it's just I've had one previously, which we can look at too. But let me boot this up. I think it's in the thing. Oh yeah, I have so many. I think I have an OP09 UTA. That's 8.5 UTA. All right. I'll I really just need to start like 13 Luffy. You know, this is starting 10 Luffy. I really just need to clear out all my decks and start again. Oh, there's also technically ranked for OP09 now. Let me do a couple games. Maybe I'll jump into ranked. So let's just do some palette cleanser games. Also, I don't know why I'm so transparent today. I'm very green. Look at that. I'm gonna have to adjust my green screen. Is it just my eye? Weird. I've like literally nothing has changed. All right, Rob Lucci. He cannot swing because it has an on play. But I still think it's a good effect. All right, we're going second, and we have like lead performer disaster, which is probably fine. Yeah, we can keep this, and then we can go into kid after that. Oh, and we have Nami. Sanchi's actually kind of tough for them to deal with a lot of the time because 6 cost is quite a bit. Okay. Move the Brook. Yeah. All right. We're just gonna play this. Going to 7 next turn. We can play Kid. That's a shame. Because they can get rid of this pretty easy. VV best deck. VV is also. I need to make a list. It's probably going to be on the tier list of like experimental leaders where I think that these are good leaders that I just haven't had any time to really mess with. VV is on that list. Queen is also on that list. There's just so many good red and blue, like red cards that exist right now. I feel like that something has to take advantage of it. I mean, I'm not really upset because these don't really convert into my Luffy very nicely. Yeah, we're not like. All right, I mean, like double Kuzans is really obnoxious, right? I think we just don't care though, right? I think we just don't care. Yeah, they can double attack and then double attack with these to get rid of stuff, but then they're not really doing anything. I don't know. I feel like stuff's getting removed anyways, right? Like we've surpassed the time where stuff's not getting removed. Sorry about that store. From my experience, though, there's generally not a lot they can do in situations like that. Like sometimes it's the distributor's issue, but I understand being upset about it. Yeah, I was upset, Betty too. I know a lot of people are trying with it. Yeah, I think double Kuzan, double Brook. Like we have no way to interact with this. We could like attack into the Kuzans, but I feel like that's just worthless. Sure, a fourth Kuzan is what you really need. I don't think we're winning this one. I have 11 cards in hand. Oh, thank you for the on-screen celebration. I've never seen that before. That's really neat. Another one? They might not have any counter in hand. Dang it. Hey, we won, technically. Technically, we won, right? We won, right? We won, right? Right? We won. We won. We won, right? Clearly, the game said we won. So I'm pretty sure we won. Big win. Oh, yeah. Big win. I appreciate them letting us win that. Very good. That's fine. I've never seen this text. I'm gonna assume that they just they did it for the fun of it. I'm not really taking it. Well, I mean, we have the tracker. We have to put it on the win though, right? The game said we won. Technicality or not, we're just gonna. Yeah, he blocked the Roger. Yeah. And then disconnected. Hey, for what it's worth, then you win, right? Yeah, right. I won. The game said I won. Uh-oh. Mentally, I did not win. I lost that very early. I think we just need to find Zoro. Okay. We need to find Zoro. This will find Zoro. Alright, we didn't find Zoro. Yeah, as far as I know, I think they just updated the rank for it. I did just get the matchmaking data for it, and I'll get it later. Not having ramp just sucks for us, though. And we did mulligan for it. We lost, right? Like, we haven't seen any ramp despite mulliganing and using Nami to find Zoro. Like, just bad luck from us. Because, like, we still don't even have anything to do next turn. It's really unfortunate. And yeah, for people jumping in, we'll do our tier list in about an hour. I mean, at this point, it doesn't even matter, right? I guess I'll just play this for funsies. And I guess this for funsies. I get this. Oh, shoot. Oh, cool. They hit the one card we needed. And then the other card that we needed. Cool. That's unfortunate. Double Sanji? Yeah, the purple black one, yeah. But they're down to 0 life. If we find Roger, we win. Nah, we don't win. Oh, they don't have the plus? I think you just gotta go for it then, right? Yeah. If they would have left one up, I would have been afraid to go for game. So, I don't know if they should have done that. Oh well. Oh well. Second best purple Luffy takes down third best? Dang. Gonna call him out like that? Been brewing Red Sanji? I think Red Sanji has some cool stuff. Boy. Unlike us, we just have all this uncool stuff. Yeah, uncool stuff. I sure would like to find my ramp cards on curve. That would be nice. I'm asking for too much though. Interesting. Yeah. Mono purple or red. I don't know. I don't know. Or the mono purple one. Yeah, I don't know. I still want to play purple and black king, which I know that's coping, but like I think that deck is still really good too. I do think Red Purple Luffy has a moderately good matchup into Teach too, which is really good. I don't know. There just seems like there's so many different decks that I want to play and test, and unlike other formats that feel like really determined on what's good, I feel like there's something sneaking and hiding in the back. Purple Kaido already had Purple Kaido already has the crazy good card. Unfortunately, other decks use it better. But yeah, Eustace Kid is really good in this matchup. Like really, really good. Granted, it does need to survive, but if it does, you're doing a lot. Yeah, Robin as well. Yeah, I think there has to be something with Robin that just makes it good. And this guy doesn't know about attach all. It's about sending the message. Oh, message received. The attach all button's not there, but you can... Here, I'll show you how to do it. Alright, we'll play this out. We'll attack here. Yeah, just building the suspense. I felt it. You can just click as many dawns as you want and then click the source. Oh, they're leaving this around. Interesting. Yeah, I know a lot of people... I understand like why they removed it, because it was just easy just to fat finger it, as mentioned. Oh, I can use character abilities now? That's good. And they have another 10-drop teach. Yeah, we're winning this one. Bonclay also just like beats up teach. If they don't have ways to get rid of this, then like it's just so rough for them. Alright, yeah, I think we've won this one. Yeah, Onami. Yeah, because I mean we're a 7K leader and such. So like that's like the thing with this leader is that like we can get into the late game pretty healthy, I feel like, and make a pretty wide board. And if we do so, like they don't get like the free 5K pressure with Teach, which is really nice. Where's Shanks? Not in the deck right now. Maybe he should be. Maybe he's better than Newgate in the deck, to be honest. We're going second. Yeah, we can keep this hand because we can ramp. Our only target. Because thankfully it's called Onami and not just Nami. Yeah, I would assume new Shanks. And they found us with no 2Ks in hand, so... oh, and we still don't have 2Ks in hand. Alright, there's one. Well, the man got out of it. Another Zoro ramp. That's not great. And we've got a pretty bricky hand. I don't know how I feel about Newgate, though. Okay, we need a... Awful. Giant at 7 Dawn? I don't know about that. We're still going to lose this one. But dang. Because we drew all of our non-counter cards. Look at this. Look how bad this hand is. Because right now we're going to 8 Dawn. We get to jump to 9. Guest play uses Captain Kid. Yeah, gross. I really like the 7-drop Pieces Kids. I don't know how I feel about the 9-drop New Gates. I might want 10-cost Shanks more. I don't know. 9-drop Luffys are fine. Why not Newgate? Because I can keep a Dawn open with this one. Which maybe is wrong. I guess I could still the other way, right? Yeah, you're right. Newgate was better. Yeah, I just forgot the math with it. You're right. You play the Newgate, and then you attack with this, you keep a Dawn open. I could have been a 9K leader. You're 100% right. Newgate was better there. Your next turn, we're going from 7 to 9. Yeah. All right, but next turn? Yeah, I guess. I guess. No one tell them that like 3 9s would likely win the game. Something to do with okay. And Moria for Frankie and whatever. Dang, if I went down to 0 life, I'd be in a way better spot. That helps, though. That definitely helps. I don't have a way to reduce this, right? I mean, I could still play this, but with them having their hand, I think we just have to play another one. Ooh, 10-drop Luffy is actually pretty scary, too. Yeah, I don't care. And then I think we play Nami to try to find Gum Gum Giant. Generally, this will upgrade to a 2-drop anyways. Or 2K. And this is playing around 10-drop Luffy. Yeah, Gum Gum Giant is very good. All right. Oh, they forgot to do the thing. It doesn't matter. Because then they can't do this effect. Next turn they'd start at 5. Because we go back to a 6K, right? Then gain 2 back, they go to 3, they go to 5, 4 open, so it'd be 9 here, which then we could Gum Gum Giant out of. Yeah, we were fine anyways. Yeah. They could have, like, and if they wanted to be defensive, they could have played Sanji instead. But then, yeah, Roger just closes it out, yeah. Alright. Alright. Ironically, playing the Luffy and then the, playing the Kid and then the Newgate was actually better. Also, let me see if I can change my face cam filter. I don't know why it, like, thinks I'm somewhat green. Oh, actually, you know, I think I kind of know why. It's just because of my glasses, right? Because I think these have, like, reflective properties that... These are newer glasses, and so they actually reflect the green screen back. Alright, sure, we'll keep this. Man, what a good image. The emote. Just willy-nilly ended up being like a... Yeah, no blocker, that's fine. Do I have to discard a card from that? Yeah, that's fine. We're going to 5 next turn. We can ramp to 6. All right. And then... Yeah, I guess like just in case. And they had no ramp, or no cards off those last 2. Which is quite nice. Next turn we're going to 8, then 9, and we can play like Newgate. Or you could play Kid. Sure. I mean, you didn't need to do that. I guess you did, because Lindbergh only is... Sure. Gum Giant, if we need it, it means we're only going to 8 next turn. Because we could have played Newgate instead and made ourselves an 8k leader, which might have been better. But we still have to like lose cards because they're a because of their boost anyways. I think we just won. Sake Frank, yeah. Yeah, we're on like the same wavelength when it comes to anti-meta decks, so you tell me you play it is a big confidence boost. Should the one cost event probably I don't think so. I don't think the deck is like immensely popular enough for that. Why did we boost Koala? Okay. I guess that's why. Sure. I don't care. Ha. Rematch, sure. We don't have Sanji, so that's way worse for us. I only used the giant. Yeah, this is already feeling way worse. Okay, never mind. Double Karasu is obnoxious. Yeah, like legitimately, what are we supposed to do about that? The answer is nothing. We didn't even do the thing right. Ugh. They disconnect because they won the game? Ah! I hate when people do that. If you want to make me upset, ask for a game 2 and then don't resolve the game 3. What a dummy. What a dummy. Oh, I won a game with Betty. Time to zip out of here. Dummy. I'm happy they're banned on chat. That's crazy. Who does that? Who does that? Alright. I think second is just more consistent for a ramp. Can't leave on a loss? I guess not. Took the points and ran. Enjoy. Marco and OP09 is likely ungood. Or if you do, you have to find a different way to play against... that's why you never rematch? I guess so. I guess so. I have a hard time with that deck. In OP09. There's probably a way to make it work, but I'd have to, like, reconstruct the whole thing, kinda. Leaving 2 open. I guess we're doing this. I guess we could have done, like, the alt lead performer disaster first, but... No! They still got the boy. And then we can play Nami for 4. I guess the 6k and a 5k and a 7k are about the same. Yeah, we should just play Queen out. Worst card in our hand is another copy of Nami. Alright. You're gonna play a Ben Beckman to get rid of it? Alright, you got it. Interesting. Man, we should have kept the Nami, huh? At least they're at 9. Oh, the Beckman. No! Crazy. That wasn't the card I meant to do. I misclicked. Oh well. I'd feel a lot better if I had Gundam Giant in my hand, but I guess it kind of worked out because it helped us find the new gate. I think we lost. But at least we get to scare them by having one open. I mean, if they can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 8K attacks, they win. 2, 2, 2. Alright, yeah, we lost. I think they could have done it, though. 2, 2, 2. That was the wrong way to do it. They should have lost. There's a lot of situations where they could have lost if they did it that way, right? 2, 2, 2. And then 4. Yeah, they had it in the bag if assuming like Gundam Giant hits something bad. If they I think doing like all 8Ks would have been better. I think we still want to go second. Sure. Yeah, I think this deck wants to go second more. The Red Hawks trigger, yeah. That I've seen people win from that a lot. It's pretty good. All right, we got the Marco. We don't have the Marco. Eggman's not afraid. Do I even care to? Not really. Yeah, I'd rather just hang out and chill, I think. Because now they can't play anything, or they have to leave 2 open every turn. Both feel pretty good for me. I don't know if this is right, but this is pretty funny. Believe it or not, I got a bunch of 2Ks. You guys want to see something really funny? I guess we should have blocked with Queen. That was a mistake. That was a free block. Alright, well, this just means they have Roger. But then we also have Roger. And these are 9K attacks. All these need to go in, right? Five. No. This is a close game. Because this is game 2, right? You got him. Finally. Worst card in her hand is likely this. We giant again, but then we just lose out on Dawn next turn. I didn't need to put the Dawn there because they could just use like leader effect and rad beam. Oh well. Oh, I missed out on Dawn too. GG. Game 3. Because I'm a respectable person. They're choosing to go first. Interesting. Why do we... Okay, never mind. We found a ramp card. No worries. I'll show off the list at the end. It's not mine, though. It's Noah's version from my event from this past week. No Marco, no Marco. Okay, cool. Dang, this is really good. I guess we also play Nami out to find nothing. Gross. That actually really blows. No searches off the top 5 is insane. Oh, we forgot to use our leader effect again. Whoops. It's fine, we don't have Gunlow Giant. Oh, that's good for them. Yeah, you got him. Probably shouldn't. That's pretty good, though. Dang. Rad beam is good. Yeah, we just let that happen. Block with that while I still can. I think we lost this one. The double bond clay was a super high roll, but it's just not. I don't think it's gonna be worth it. To my 7. Alright, this isn't the Gum Giant we lose. They must just have good numbers to know that they can't lose here. Yeah, Rad Beam, Red Rock just gets there. Yeah. Oh, we barely got there. That was silly close. Let's see. That was game 3. Thanks for the match. All right. I think Shanks does have the edge on there, but I don't think the matchup is terrible. So real quick, we are going to start doing tier list stuff, but this is the list I was running. I'd probably make a couple changes based on playing it. I think 4 Newgates, there's a lot of this guy, but he's also pretty good, so I understand it. Goldie Roger is a cheese card, but it won us like 1 game, technically, so that's good for us. I'd almost want to bump up that by 1, and then like maybe... Yasop is just okay. This card is pretty weak. Like sometimes it shows up, but like maybe 2 copies of this. Because I guess you can like Yasop and Queen in the same turn. So that's less good. I really want some 0-cost events just because they can hit off a life. Which I think is fine. I don't know. I don't know. And obviously, like, I kind of want to play, like, a copy or 2 of 10-cost Shanks, if I'm being honest. So if I have to switch this up right now, 2 of this. It's a purple card. I'd probably try something like this. Like this build. So I think Shanks is sometimes just good. And if you have Kid out already, then you can attack, lose the Dawn, and then you get it back. And then you can have Gum Giant ready. But something like this I might like a little bit more. Because like Shanks giving everything -1 is the same as giving your leader +1, if you really want to think of it that way. Outside of like their leader swings, it's pretty good. And Goldie Roger doesn't show up that often, I feel like. Sometimes it does. If they hit you down to 0 really early and then you stabilize, you get to go for game. But IDK. That's not as much as my playstyle, but sometimes that just happens. So, anyways, we're going to do a tier list in a minute. We can get that all set up. Why didn't I attack with leader? What? When... I think I did. It just... Maybe I didn't. Oh, why didn't I attack with leader? I think it was to prevent them from going down to 0. Was that last game? I can't remember. I thought I attacked with leader. Frensuke's never used the Sanju as a blocker. Extra rusher. Sure. Sure. I can see that. Oh, that's Hody. Don't look at that. Don't look at these. Don't look at these deck lists that I'm working on. They're bad. All right, they're bad. All right. We're going to do a tier list. And we're going to switch over to this screen. All right. As part of that, what? I know it doesn't look super cropped right now. Let me get this. All right. Leaders that are worth mentioning for a tier list. I'm just going to go down the line. I think Zoro is one. Let's see. Let me just get the folder that I saved these to. Yeah, we're doing the tier list now. All right, Zoro's always worth mentioning. I guess we can mention Doflamingo. I suppose. I'm actually going to put this crocodile in because it did get some new support, weirdly enough. Newgate I don't think is there. Any of these. Smoker we'll talk about. Reprokid, yeah. Nami. This is the Rob Lucci everyone plays, right? This Rob Lucci? I guess I'll talk Katakuri, because this deck just never dies. It's always around. Vivi's in my experimental. Doflamingo. No, this one's not really doing anything right now. It gets stuff next set. Queen's in my experimental. Do we put Rebecca on the tier list? Kinemon. I'll put Kinemon on the list for you. You're not going to like where I put it, though. I always put this on just to make fun of the fact that it's banned. We'll put all these leaders, though. Betty. This card is banned. Can we call it Impel Down? I would, but I like the alliteration from banned or bad. You know what I mean? It just rolls off the tongue a little bit better. All right, and now I'm coping with this deck. Green Uta. I don't know if that's worth mentioning. I'll put Yamato because people would be mad if I didn't. Even though I don't think it's super good right now. Reiju. How many times did Green Uta top in Japan in OP09? Did it actually top that often? I don't think it did. I fall into this all the time, where it's just like, oh, why aren't you mentioning this leader? It's like it's never, yeah, it never topped in Japan in OP09 ever. If I'm wrong, let me know. Send me the deck list. Send me the event. Yeah, but that's like me coping. Like these are decks like I'll show you. I have a whole tier of just experimental decks that I know are bad, but I want to play with. I don't think Ace is doing anything. Sabo technically got support, right? With like the Yellow Revolution Army stuff. Bonnie's worth mentioning. I won't make fun of people for personally coping. I guess we have to, Foxy top like once, right? Vegapunk got new support. Sardic 14 Luffy for international support. Marco, because people are going to ask me. I don't think Pudding's that good, right? Put Sanji on there. Taxi Luffy I'm probably going to put in like 1.0. All right, then we need all these new ones. BY Linlin. That's not a deck that has been doing anything, nor do I believe in it. All right. All right, we have 36 leaders. Here, I'll switch to this screen real quick just so you see them all. Yeah, Bo is worth mentioning. Yeah, I think I put Bo in there, right? If I didn't, I definitely meant to. Ugh. I did not. All right, where's Boa? All right, so unlikely. All right, I guess it should be bad or banned. All right, these are here. I'll show you guys this screen. There's no announcement for the buggy card. Oh, man, this screen's almost worse. Screen's almost worse. All right, let me There's my webcam. Look, it's me. Beep, 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 beep. All right. Any leaders are missing? I know I had to shrink it. Why is that camera on? That's scary. Any leaders I'm missing before we do this? We've had no announcement for that. Guess I'll reorganize these with this while we're thinking about it. I guess there's an ad running too. The new leaders though, we've got Shanks, we've got maybe Moria. Sure. I'll add Moria. We'll add Moria. I do have red, purple, law. It's gonna go right here. I'm just gonna put those there right now. Sorry, Sos. And where's Sakazuki? I always like to have like this bad and banned one, but like I don't want it to be empty, so I always like to pad it with this. Is Prona worth? Prona did get like a new card, right? Perona got a new Perona. These are all leaders. Perona's on the thing, right? Yeah. There's a 4-cost one. Oh, this is a... Yeah, there's a 1-cost one, yeah. Yeah, this card's actually kind of good for the deck. Because it helps you fill up your trash early, which you kind of need, weirdly enough. And then, right? The Black Moria's from 10, right? Maybe I'm thinking wrong. Maybe it's on... no, there's a Ryuma. Yeah, this one, right? Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to try it out. I like Perona. I really do. I think it's one of my more favorite decks in this game right now. But I don't know if it's there quite yet. I'd probably put her in tier 2 right now. Spoilers. But was anything else that got like direct support from OP09? How does it help with the trash though? Perona trashes one from hand, so you can put like a Ryuma there or something you need in there, and then you can bring it back. With like, there's so many times like my Gecko Moria feels bad because I never set up a 1 or 4 cost into my trash. So like that helps it. This is from 10. And then, but yeah, let me just go to 9. Yeah, she filters. She essentially does a draw 1, trash 1. All sets. Set 9. Anything else? We have Kid, right, which got a good amount of support. Most of this was just green. Yeah, almost all these cards are Odyssey cards, which is crazy. It's mostly buggy. I don't know why they made this card. Yeah, PRB's on there. Yeah, Lemon 10 is going to be really good. I can't wait for that. But why did they make this card? Also, are there any blue Wano Kingdom cards? Or Wano, I think it's Wano County, right? Land of Wano. That aren't Izo? Like, what deck is this for? Guess the new Odin? I guess so. Odin, oh, actually, okay, wait. I should know this. Okay, I know I'm just going off into... But if we play Queen, right, which we're planning on doing... So these are the blue cards, but look at the yellow cards. That's right. We can find Yamato. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Play Ezo 3, look top 5, search for a land a Wano card, find our Yamato. We're in there. That's what it's for. And also our 9 drop, which also works with Queen. And searchable 2Ks. Yep. There we go. Like the Hiyori. All right. Now I know. Now I know. I think, but like obviously it's coded to be plated in Marco. But I don't know if it's that good. The fact that you don't actually draw the card feels bad. Is this like legitimately it's worse Ivankov? Like it's searchable off Ezo one. No, it's not even searchable off one drop Ezo. Why'd they make that card? That's crazy. Oh boy, I'm loading too many things. All right. All right. Anything else from OP09 though? Nami we're talking about. Also, why they make this Marco? I guess he's okay. The Heart Pirate stuff, even though law doesn't exist anymore. And then yeah, literally all of the black cards are like Whitebeard pirates. Yeah. All right. Yeah, because technically, like, what card was it? The Crocodile 7 drop? Yeah, this card's actually kind of interesting because this lets us play up to one character with a cross guild type or with a type including Baroque works with a cost of 5 or less from your hand, which means that you can play this in like blue purple croc and get some extra value, which feels really cool. This card's also just generically good too. Yeah, Buggy does need the promo pretty poor, like badly. All right. All that aside, should we do it like? I guess I need to do it like a little bit like this because it does. How tall is this when it grows? Oh, do I need to? Okay, I can put it back. Cool. So this is how tall the tier list is when I put everything in there, which means that I should be around this size. All right. Yeah, One Piece doesn't do it as often as like Dragon Ball does, but it is obnoxious. Dragon Ball would like legitimately make tournament promos that are essentially like main deck support, like should be main promo support in the main set, but they don't. They've walked back from it a little bit, but it was pretty obnoxious at its peak where they would just be like, "Well, this is a playable card that you need for consistency for your deck, but we didn't put it in the main set." So, my bad. All right, last thing. Fun fact: there are 3 purple leaders from this set. That's a lot. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4. We need Teach, which is right here, and then we need black and purple Luffy, which is right here. Cool. All right. Yeah, we'll do it like this. This will be recorded. This will be out probably this evening, actually, because I've got a lot of videos going out. It says Land of Wano card, including Whitebeard pirates. I think it's supposed to say, I think, like Land of Wano are card type with including Whitebeard Pirates. Yeah. All right. If you're looking at the website, always look at the card text. Card text is right. The boon for teach. Just you can still play without it. It is just worse. But I will also say like a playset of Laboon is $100, which is kind of a lot, but not compared to most other card games that are around. So I don't know. If you only have 2 copies of it, just have 2 copies with it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, because I mean, half the promos are promos to make good or bad decks a little bit better, but I digress. All right, I'm gonna hit stop recording, and I'm gonna hit start recording, and we're gonna start. I'm gonna actually turn this volume down too, and we'll start in 3, 2. Hey everyone, Eggman here with another video, and today we've got a tier list for the OP09 meta, a pretty big meta when it comes to the history of this card game. It's going to be our final card fest for the 2024 season here in North America. That's going to be legal, and I know a lot of people are expecting big changes into this meta as well. So I'm going to make my tier list going over my thoughts going on into it. We do have a lot of Japanese data, and essentially, as far as you know, it's going to be the same meta. We haven't seen any restrictions come up, which I predicted was going to happen, that we're just going to be the same as the Japan meta, and it's going to be interesting to see the differences between the two. So we know what it kind of looks like, and I've been doing a good amount of testing as well, and these are just my thoughts going on into it too. So if you guys enjoy the content, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe. It really does help. We're also live recording this too. We do a lot of live streams, so make sure to hit those notifications so you get notified when we are live, and you can interact with the stream as well. So these are all leaders that I thought were good, and a couple that chat thought that I needed to talk about a little bit. These are not all the leaders in the game either, because that would just take forever long, and over half of them I think are just not viable in this game right now anyways. But to go over the tiers real quick, we've got tier 1. So these are decks that I would think were to win an event or should top most of them as well. 1.5 is that they should top a good amount of them and win occasionally. Tier 2 is that they should top occasionally, but I wouldn't expect it very consistently. Experimental is just decks that I don't have any evidence that they are good, but I do see some synergies, and these are ones that I'm going to be testing in the next little weeks, but I just haven't had enough test time to have any solid opinions on it. And then bad or banned, just the bottom tier as well. So if anything is not mentioned as a leader, I think it is inherently tier 2 or lower. Again, I'm not going to be able to go over every list in this video, so I know that means there's going to be a lot of comments of where's my favorite leader, how dare you not put it in tier 1, and I do apologize. But this is my tier list, and I do, I just get my own opinions. I don't know what to say for it. So we're going to jump on into it, though. We're going to start with our 6 new leaders that we got from this set, and we're going to start off with Shanks. Shanks I'm going to put in a comfortable tier 1.5, I think, to start this off. I know a lot of people do like the deck, and it's pretty popular right now, but I feel like some of the consistency from it is like a little bit lacking, which feels a little bit bad. You just have to run like a good amount of bricks a lot of the time, and you don't have like a lot of filtering, so there's just like a lot of times where there's not a lot of like consistency with it. So I like the deck, though. I thought I'd like it a little bit more, so it's been a little bit disappointing from that side. But we're going to put in 1.5, and we're going to see how it does. It's going to top a lot, I think, in this meta. And when occasionally it got second place in my kind of pre-OP09 tournament that I held this week, too. So I think it's good. I don't want to deter anyone from playing it, but I don't think it's good right now. All right, next up you've got Lim, and I'm going to put this in experimental in the fact that I know that this deck is going to be really good in OP10. I've seen some results from Japan already, and it did get a lot of great support cards to help it be a little bit more relevant. But in this meta, I haven't seen it as much, and I do think like you are like some people are a little bit like locked into only running like the Odyssey cards, and I think there maybe is like a way to build this where it's like you use the Odyssey cards for like some ramp occasionally, right, and just some bodies off the leader effect, but you use a different engine entirely. So I've been experimenting with some other stuff. Purple has some really cool cards right now, and green as well. So I'm seeing if there's something that makes sense to play with Lim, because you could even just like play like a Don Quixote do Flamingo package where you just ramp all the way up to 10 as soon as possible, and you can play your 10 drop. A lot of people are playing like the Zoro Turbo version of the deck too, which I think is okay, but I'm interested to see some other builds for this one in particular. So we're putting in experimental right now. It's can probably top if I was could put it into like a real tier right now, I put it in tier 2, but I think there's like some other builds that exist for it. All right, Buggy, I am going to put it in the bad and banned. And spoilers, it's not banned. But the promo that makes the deck good is semi-banned, right? If you guys don't know, there is a promo that exists for the Japanese version of the OP09 meta that does help the deck out quite a bit. But we have no release date for it here in North America, unfortunately. So hopefully we will eventually get it. I do think that helps the viability with the deck, but without it, I just don't think there's really a reason to play it at all. So unfortunately, I don't think Buggy's very good. I mean, it's kind of thematic, I guess, if you want to say it that way, but I'm going to put him right into the bad and banned side of this. Next up, we got Black and Purple Luffy. And I really kind of believe in this guy. I think it's going to get like the occasional top. There is like a contention of which one's better. Is it the black and purple one? Is it the mono purple one? And we'll talk about that one in a minute. But I do think the deck is still good. There's some really cool synergies and kind of lines that only this leader gets to do because of its, if you lose 2 Dawn, you get 2 Dawn back kind of mechanic, which is pretty unique for him in this game as well. So I'm going to put this here at the tier 1.5. I think it's pretty viable in a lot of ways, and it's going to do pretty good. And then Nico Robin, I am going to put in tier 2, but I really like this deck. I truly do. I don't know what it is. I really do like ramp decks and being able to ramp up into our high like Dawn cost cards a little bit earlier. I do think Robin has a lot of the same similarities of the good things and bad things of leaders like Yamato, where we're really aggressive. The banish really is impactful, I think, a lot of times, and the ramp is really consistent in this, right? We just have to discard a card with trigger in our hand, which we get a lot of. We have burn damage in this deck pretty consistently, and I really do like it. I just haven't seen people equally confident in the deck too. So this is me putting it lower. I personally think it's viable. I would actually want to try to make this deck as good as possible if I had the chance to, and I think that I am lowballing it, excuse me, a little bit, but it's viable. Do not let me stop you from playing Robin. Though I will say I did have a 128 player tournament. No one sleeved up Robin, which I thought was incredibly interesting. As good as I think this deck is, no one else was really confident in it, which was unfortunate. But I do think the deck is good, and I'm looking forward to seeing people try Robin and maybe some builds pop in a little bit. But I'm going to leave it here at tier 2 from now. Teach, no surprise, right? Jumps all the way to the top. I don't actually know what it's going to be a surprise for me too of what I think is actually the best deck in the format, and maybe I'll have chat who's watching this with me decide with me. But Teach is clearly in tier 1 right now. I think it's something that even if it's like temporarily in tier 1 as people kind of adjust to how this deck works and what it does with it, I think that this deck is just clearly very good. It's very linear. It's kind of like the same as Black Yellow Luffy, where it plays its own game, and its deck construction is very limited to playing that game, but it's very good at what it does. And you have to know how this matchup works and how the leader works, because it's going to be very present in this meta as well. So those are all of the 6 leaders that we get from this new set as well. But generally speaking, like the power level of these are, I'd say, above average. Like Robin technically I think can move up here a little bit. Shanks can move up to tier 1 depending on the day too. And Lim and Buggy are not like ruled out. Buggy kind of, unfortunately, because of the promo situation, but Lim is just like, even if it's not good right now, I think it's pretty clear that it's going to be better in the future too. So we're just going to leave these here, but that's kind of where I thought about for these guys. And then we have like a good amount of additional leaders at the bottom here, which we're going to go over a little bit shotgun style. So no surprise, Dofi. I don't have to explain that, right? We know this card is good, right? We know this leader is still really good and relevant in a lot of ways. I'm going to leave it right there. And this order is just kind of random from here on out. But Smoker, I'm going to put in 1.5. I think the deck is pretty good, and it's been doing a little bit of stuff in Japan as well. So I think that it might be like a bit of an adjustment for it, but you can play around the on-play negation from Teach. It's always just kind of had like no like superb matchups, like 70-30 matchups, but just generally a lot of like 55-45s or 50-50s. So it's pretty relevant, and I think present in this meta too. I'm just gonna put like, this is just like 3 kind of cope decks in a row that I'm going to put experimental. I think there's something where like Red's got like this really good kind of top end control package that's happened from like OP08 to now that's helped the deck out a lot. So I think like Vivi has like some chances to be good with that. This experimental tier is just all decks that I've been like wanting to revisit and try out some new packages with it. So I'm gonna put these here as is right now. Uta is like the replacement for Marco because it doesn't really rely on the on plays as much. You do have to like minus a card from hand for it, but the minus 2k that you get to use with leader is really impactful sometimes, and you can use it to put cards into range. You can use it in conjunction with like Edward Newgate really well too. So both those things are really nice, and I appreciate Uta having access to that. So I've been testing that a lot. And then Crocodile technically got some new support since we did get a 7-drop Crocodile that can play some Brokeworks from your hand. So that's kind of neat. I think that's kind of unique for this Crocodile too. And there are some cool things you get to do with it. But I haven't tested this as much. This has always been like a fever dream. Like, oh, this can be like a really good blue-purple deck that gets you your card draw. But I haven't tested it yet. I just know that it got like a little bit of new support. Next up, we've got Zoro. We're going to put Zoro in tier 2 right now. It's just like is a deck that just is going to be around forever, right? It's still the best like neutral aggressive red deck, right? I think a lot of people are trying to figure out like what's the best way to aggro down like a Teach player or anyone else that's kind of like a little like 4-life leader that's a little bit more value based and a little bit slow to get its value. So I think Zoro is still going to be present. I think you can still get some wins with it. I don't know if it's as good as like the 8.5 meta where like the OP08 meta with Animal Pack, which was really good for the deck. But I don't know if it's going to be shifted away. I think Doflamingo might just be better at what it does with its aggression and its flexibility. But we're going to put it in tier 2. Purple Luffy, this is going to change likely depending on how I'm feeling that day. This might be something I asked chat too. Do we feel like Purple Luffy's in tier 1 or 2 or 1.5? I think it's in like 1.5 to be honest. It's likely better than Black and Purple Luffy, and maybe better than Shanks. Probably like in the point here, but it's looking like a lot of people in chat are saying like tier 1 though. Tier 1. All right, I'll put it like the tail end of tier 1. I do know like it's strong, and a lot of people do believe in the deck. We do get some really great cards to take advantage of it. But I'll put it on like the tail end for it. Part of the reason I'm a little bit hesitant was part of my most recent bias is from the tournament that I ran, and we did have like a lot of people into the top cut. Like people play the deck, and it didn't top. No one went X1 with it, so. I think that it's a little bit it still has like some consistency issues, but I do think it's like a really fast-paced purple deck. It can do well against Teach as well too, but I think that this might change. I could even change this between. I think Purple Luffy and Shanks are definitely like near each other. Maybe do we put like another like tier 1.25 in? Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that at the end of it. We'll find out. Nami is going to be 1.5, right? It's just around. It got like a piece of new support. I think Nami is always better at like a beginning of a format where people are trying to figure out their decks, so you can take advantage of decks being a little bit more inefficient. I don't think it's definitely not tier 1, and I think it's better than tier 2. So 1.5 is likely good, but I'm not sure. We'll leave it right here. We'll see how it is. I know it has like a bad matchup against like Doflamingo and some others, but if you're playing against like a really slow deck, it's in a bad spot. Like they just have a rough time. Katakuri, I think tier 2. It still tops occasionally. It's kind of like Zoro, right? Like the aggressive version of Yellow. I think like unironically, Nika Robin is just like a better aggressive deck at times, but I do want to mention it here as well. Stardeck 14 Luffy, likely tier 2. Also, no real support, and I do think like Black and Purple Luffy for like cost increase stuff is like a little bit better. So we're just gonna leave that there too. Where else? Yamato tier 2. I'll probably rearrange this one as well. Queen, I'll put experimental because that's just been something I've been testing. Perona, I'll put in tier 2, even though it did get some new support cards. It's not something I've personally tested a lot of with the new stuff, but I do think that there is potentially something with it. It's been able to top occasionally in the past couple of formats. Nothing like overwhelmingly popular, but it is, I think, moderately strong in that way. Where are we feeling about Anel? Anel, I've always had a hard time placing this correctly. We kind of have like a weird matchup against Teach where we don't get like the heal, but like we get to like play a lot of big bodies. 1.5 is probably where I'm going to keep it for right now, but I'm not sure. Betty, I'm going to put like the top end of tier 2. I think that this deck is like people are using it for what? For being able to like counter the teach, right? So yeah, I'll probably leave that there. Bonnie I'll put in 1.5, but it's probably towards the tail end. Rebecca likely tier 2. People will just always play this deck and swear that they'll find the good piece for it, but I'm going to leave that there. Rob Lucci, I think Rob Lucci's still tier 1, to be honest. I don't know if I'm going to get flack for this, but this deck is still really good, right? Right? There's not like a lot of ideas where like even though like Teach is a really bad matchup, a lot of people are adjusting to it, right? But I don't know. I do think like we still get a lot of abilities for it. I think like if people just like sleeve up their same 8.5 list and immediately try to play it with Rob Lucci, they're gonna have a bad time. Like you have to adjust for it, I think, but I think it's still really good, and people are kind of underestimating it in a lot of ways. And then we've got Luffy, Black Hill Luffy. I think I'm gonna make it a 1.25 if I'm gonna be super honest. I know that's kind of obnoxious, but I do think like people are again like kind of overestimating how like even though this does have like a bad matchup into Teach, you can still do some stuff with it, right? Yeah, let me add like a 1.5 real quick. All right. What color should it be? I guess I had to do that when I made it. All right. I'll make it like light blue. 1.25. And let me redo this. Also, I'll add blue yellow. I'll add blue yellow ace. Though I don't really think it got a lot. I guess you can get like you technically got like a little bit of Whitebeard support, right? I'll add it. Hopefully this won't break everything by adding another leader, right? Surely not. Cool, it did not. Surely not. Red Green Law. Bonnie in that 1.25. Dang. Is Red Green Law good? Red Green Law's not good, right? No, right? I'm gonna continue to say no. All right. 1.25. Right? Is this fair? Actually, maybe I shouldn't. Let me redo it once we. No, dang. Where do I put pudding? Pudding's in tier 2. Yeah, red green law tier 2. All right. We'll do like a little cut and then we'll go back to this on the video. But 3, 2. All right, we're back with we made the tier 1.25. So if I was to make like a little half tier step in between this, Lucci's probably there. Like Lucci's still like top end. Shanks can move up. Purple Luffy can go here. And then like this. It's probably something like this. Bonnie would probably be the top of tier 1.5 so far. We're still ranking leaders, but I'm gonna likely do it like this. I think these two are like generally the best two decks in the game still. But I don't know. So many things are really close right now. Do you think Teach is I think Dofi's probably better than Teach, to be honest. People are just kind of adjusting to this. I don't know. I really don't know what the strongest deck in the game is right now though. What else do we got? We got Reiju. Reiju's probably tier 2 in my mind. Sanji's also tier 2. Vegapunk's also tier 2. Foxy's also tier 2. Man, there's a lot of tier 2s. Marco, I put this on here so people would recognize that I think it's tier 2 right now. And then what else? Kid, I'm going to put experimental. I know it got a lot of support, as well as like Sabo. I'm going to put this here as well. We did get some like good support cards indirectly and directly for both these leaders, but I don't know if they're like good enough to make it relevant. I really do think that there's a red purple leader that's good. Right now, my default for that is probably the red purple Luffy. It does have like some consistency issues, but I do think it's really great. So I'm gonna put that in tier 1.5. And then red yellow Sabo, almost good. Boa, I'm going to put in tier 1.5 as well. Generally, like, Boa's not like a bad deck either. It's just the fact that like Doflamingo does the same thing, but just way better in my mind, right? And then Ace, I'm going to put experimental as well, to kind of just even it out. But we got some new support. It still can do some things. I haven't seen it personally enough to like have like a full opinion on it. So I do believe enough that there's like the blue and yellow card pool can be good enough for this deck, but every set is like, oh, Ace gets some new things. It's finally consistent and viable now, and then it's just not. It's simply not. So, well, let's see. So this is kind of where we're at for the tier list. Let me kind of rearrange my thoughts for this. Honestly, this one's probably better here. Probably something like this. Yeah, I personally have not figured out Shanks. Shanks is a mystery for me to how to play it correctly, which has been really tough. Yeah, so let's talk about this. Are there any other tier 2 and experimental? I guess I won't really rearrange. I think they're all kind of the same. But I know a lot of people are just jumping to the end here, so if you jump to the end, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. Also, there's an ad starting on the Twitch side, so I guess we'll wait for a minute before we get to the last part. Bonnie and Red Purple Luffy. I'll move Bonnie up to 1.5. All right, I'll do that for you, Russell. All right. I'll swap them. Dofi, Blackbeard, Shanks, Lucci. All right. Twitch is saying this ad is starting, but I don't know. Looks great now. All right. I'll see you guys in 2 minutes. Purple Kaido, tier 2 or lower. Hey, if you can see this, though, that means you are subscribed to me on Twitch, which I really do appreciate. Thank you very much. Thank you. We'll close this out in a moment. We'll see. We will see. Yeah, I do think that this meta is pretty balanced. These two leaders are clearly, if not the best, like way at the top end. But where Buggy be? Buggy could be like 1.5 maybe. I haven't tested any of it though, so it's hard to say. Yeah, we'll do like a closing remarks kind of thing. Yeah, I think people will adjust to it though. Because if like I think like traditionally what I've seen in North America is that people like will find out what the best deck is and they'll try to hard counter it more often than I feel like in Asia. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's so prevalent for what our metagame is and how we play. Like I think in Asia people more so play the decks that they think are fun and go for it, but in North America more so it's we actively try to counter the deck that we don't want to win. I don't know. It's hard to gauge trends like that, but it's really cool to see the differences between that. Yeah, generally too, like people will just play will actively try to play the new stuff. Yeah, people like to play like the new thing that's consistent. Um, but there's also on the other end, there is like a lot of really cool, interesting like tech innovations that I've seen, or like someone who just believes in a leader and they had a really good day. All right, we're back. All right, thank you, Russell, for actively telling everyone that you're not subscribed to me on Twitch. Got him. So, all right, we'll go back into this. We'll finish this recording, and we'll go back to it in 3, 2. All right, this is where we fell for all of these. I know a lot of people are jumping to this part at the end, so if you did jump to the end, if you do not see your leader on this, it means that I personally think it's tier 2 or lower. You can fight me in the comments, but I don't think they're that relevant. And if they are relevant in your mind, let me know by trying to top with it in this meta. I would love to be wrong about that. But I did make like a last switch between Monkey D. Luffy and Bonnie. We didn't have this tier 1.25, but there's honestly like a lot of like kind of like half steps in between, I guess quarter steps between what I think is viable and not. And generally, I think there's a lot of decks that are very viable right now. So again, we're just going to go through the lists from where I'm at. Anything is not like hard ordered for this. You guys can change the order if you want, but just kind of like the groupings of what I see. So I think the best decks in the form right now are Doflamingo and Teach. Teach will likely get worse as more people get comfortable with it, but it might just stay the same as people just get better with the deck. It is something that I think is strong, but it is also something that's really linear and kind of like gated on its deck construction, where if you find out just a way to beat the deck consistently, they're not going to have a way to do anything about it. So Rob Lucci is probably third best deck in the format right now to me. I think it's kind of like the opposite, where people are like scared to play the deck and maybe even just bored from playing the deck from OP07. So they're trying out some new stuff, but I do think the deck is still really relevant. It's kind of same thing about Black and Yellow Luffy. I don't think this card is out of the format at all. You just have to adjust to what the format looks like. Shanks is in an okay spot, and Purple Luffy. These decks are still like a little bit less consistent for me than what I like, but I think that when they see their pieces at the right time, they're very good. Bonnie kind of in that same level too. So I think that this is relevant. Also, shouts to Russell for making me put it up here in 1.25. There's two other Luffys that are purple based that are like the red purple and the black purple Luffy. I think both these are relevant and can have some chances with it. Maybe just not, maybe a little bit frail because they are 3 and 4 life respectively, but I think that is where it is there. Smoker is still a really relevant deck. I do think it's good. Nami, Anel, Boa is great, but Dofi's just kind of better than it, but so less people kind of play this deck, but I think you can still do with it. Tier 2, these are decks that I don't necessarily believe in, but I do see a good amount of people playing it and testing it, so I think that these can all be relevant in their own ways. Maybe a little bit too linear or particular on their matchups sometimes, but they can have, again, a good day and do well. These are kind of decks that I've been working on or wanting to work on that are just generally not relevant outright, but I think that there might be some new cards or something that it does that counters one of the better decks that could give it like a bit of a niche or a foothold into this format, but I haven't done enough testing for it. And then the rest for there. Buggy, if Buggy had like its promo, it'd probably be in 1.5, but I haven't done any testing to cement that with the promo, so it's just there's no reason to play it if we don't have access to the promo, unfortunately, which is pretty sad when it comes to like an entire deck just not existing because one card hasn't been printed in North America yet. But here's my tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, this is my opinionated one, but based off data from Asia and my own events as well. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what this event, what this format looks like in general, including we have, I believe, a Treasure Cup next weekend, replacement one that's going to be OP09 based. So I'm going to be interested in that. And then we will have our Card Fest final on January 4th and 5th with this format as well. So that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll catch you all next time. All right, there it is. Bam. And then I'll just edit that, and then there we go. Cool. Any bold choices that I got wrong? I know I just ended the video, but now that I can talk to chat a little bit easier without it being weird on the video. Purple Yellow Croc. If you're playing a purple yellow deck, I think you want to play Robin. Yeah, I think this is pretty fair for what this meta looks like. And I can like anything that's in one spot, I can argue it being one above or low. Lucci over Shanks is interesting. I really do like the order for this is not a hard order. I do think Lucci's still better than Shanks though, like unironically. People are just afraid to play Lucci because of Teach, but you can still beat the deck and you can still make adjustments to beat it. Like Ice Age and Jack still gets removal. People are starting to put Kaidos in their Rob Lucci list now too, which just do the job too. And if they only have one copy of, like, if they don't see their Burgesses, or if they only see like one copy of their 10-drop Teach, like there's not a lot going on. Betty's being slapped on. Sure. I had a lot of people play it in my event and not do well with it though, so I don't know. Arlong S tier, yeah. Kaido, yeah, Kaido and Finger Pistol for sure. The black purple Luffy on the sim right now, maybe. Smoker better than Lucci? I could believe that. Smoker does have like more effects that get around that, and the fact that you can also, the biggest thing for Smoker is that the Tashigi, right? Tashigi can get rid of Burgess. Because like even around the Newgate or the effect, right? The on play is to give the -4 for the turn. So the activate main gets around the restriction from the Teach leader, which is really good. So I'm not going to deny that. I think that's something that's really good and unique for Smoker. My only issue with Smoker is that we don't really have any 60-40 matchups, right? They're all evenish. So like if you're a good player, you're going to win most of them, but you just don't, nothing like feels really, really good in the format, in my opinion. That's my only issue with the deck, is that you have a lot of evenish matchups that aren't always in your favor. Like you don't really have like really super favorable matchups. So I will say that we also have the OP09 like week 0 meta report, which I'll have that out in my it's going to be on the website tonight, and it's going to be on my channel later today, or it's probably tomorrow morning. So within like the next 24 hours or so. But that's kind of how we're feeling. Anyways, let's play a couple more games. I've been live for about 2 hours. I've got probably like an hour and change left for us today, but what do we want to play? What leader do we want to play? Is Nell dying? Nell never dies. That's its whole thing. It's just always going to be like around, I feel. It's never going to be the worst deck. RP Kid? Russell, give me a list. Send me a list right now. I'll play some games. Also, Sos, I don't know if you're still watching. I just opened Discord. I saw your message. That's... I thought about that a couple days ago, like within the last 24 hours. I know that I'm talking to someone that only one person that might be watching the stream, but I just read it and I had to smile. It's just so funny. It's an incredible niche in-joke that I won't even go into detail with, but that's super funny. Sanji. I put Sanji on the thumbnail, right? I probably should play a couple Sanji games. This is the build that I crafted up. What I really want is, this might seem silly. I think there's just like a really good control version of Sanji where I think a lot of people just, oh boy, oh geez, what kind of mangle mess? That's not your deck list. That's someone else's. That's Taka's deck list. You're not Taka. Make your own decks, Russell. Are they not playing the new 3-drop Kid? That's interesting. Are the 3-drop Pudding? Weird. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. You know, that's a deckless link if I've ever seen one. That's a deckless link. I don't know. I could just try this one. Actually, did I have Kid in the thumbnail? I don't think I did. I think I had Uta, and I'll play a couple games with this one. Because this is more of what I was thinking. And that's just a 2K, even though we're not playing like the searcher for it. And that lets your leader attack twice. I think we still play like the killer searcher though, right? Because then it can find the 3-drop kid. I don't think we need that. Nami I'm like less impressed with. Let me try this. Let me try this one. Plus Prunkron, yeah. I think this searcher's just too good to not run. I do kind of want to play 7-drop kid, but I'll see if I miss it. Having like 2 copies of that doesn't feel bad, because that card's really good against Whitebeard. Yeah, actually, let me put the other kid in too. Maybe just 3 copies. We'll take out one of these Luffys and one of these dragons. I don't think we don't need the when you're at sea. I don't think. Another 2K back. How many 2Ks are running? 12. Probably take one of these out. So put another pudding in. Just both are good. Alright, I'll see what this looks like. I think like 10-drop Shanks is pretty good in the deck too. That card's just generically good. I'll see if I want it. I do need to play like a game of Shanks though, right? Just because I put in the thumbnail. Not only did I put in the thumbnail, I made it like the main thing of the thumbnail on the YouTube side. So I'll play like 1 or 2 games with it. I don't know. A lot of people have been asking if we can bring Moby Dick back. I'm not sure. Oh. I meant to switch decks. I saw the Star Deck 10 glaze through. The Star, we're working on that. That was a bug, I think. Where we can have like the Star be for like the visualization. Oh, we're playing against our boy Iceberg. We have no ramp cards. We have a ramp card. I think we just play this out. Also, Lud Draws with the sub today. Thank you very much. This one feels good from Kid with Kid into. Yeah, he's a 5 life. Yeah, red purple. Yeah, he's really good. I fear that people have just not respected how good he can be. All right. Next turn we're going to. I mean, technically we can ramp. I think if we just play like the board game, we're generally doing better. Maybe we should go on 9 here. I guess not. Woo! Their version of Kid's pretty good too. Polly. No. Yeah, this is probably the G. Oh, double? Okay, double Kid though? Hold up. I mean, we do just have double Usohashi. Yeah, RP Kid got some support. Yeah, you got him. The 3-drop kit's not bad. Also, unironically, I think this card's really good in Newgate because you set yourself down to 0, so you can really take advantage of it. Uno. Oh yeah, and this card's effect is not once per turn, so you get a 7k and a 9k attack. What a card! Yeah, pretty good. I mean, we also could have like Uso Hachi'd for 3 to rest it, and then 7 plus 2, we would have made 14, which we would have won with anyways. But that's how it is. We're 1-0, so feeling good. Feeling undefeated right now. Yeah, you can attack for 9k the second time. Yeah. I think we want to go first. I'll keep this hand. We'll find a use this kid 3-drop off this killer. I believe. Alright, we didn't find it, but that's fine. We got like the second best thing. I guess maybe we should have gone second because they don't like going. They like to get to their even curve better. Tier list. We recorded it already. Oh, see, we found it. Not even a big deal. They can just. Yeah, next turn we can, I think we're okay with this, because then we get to use our leader effects from now on. Like, our leader attack's a little bit better. Next turn we'll be at 8, so we can play either of these. We are missing out on a couple counters from hand. Yeah, but I'm not playing King Killer right now. We could probably play like 1 or 2 copies of it, because it is searchable. Okay. Can't count. Yeah, because we're playing this because this dies to either silvers or Ben Beckman. Okay. Sure. We don't need this. Alright, yeah, it's gonna be tough for them to not lose here. Yeah, GG. I don't know. I really want to like Shanks. I really, really like Shanks. I just don't. I just simply don't. I know you can be good with it. It's kind of like I mentioned it last night. It's the same as like Luffy in we're not keeping track of wins and losses anymore. We're just kind of done with that. It's more like purple Luffy. You just don't have it. Like Mark II, you have consistency of the draw one, trash one, so you can be better with it. But I don't know. Also, I don't know why my hat. Maybe it's the shadow of my hat that makes it more my face. Yeah, it will be on my YouTube in like 3 or 4 hours. Yeah, the Yasop and Lucky. I mean, it feels like you're at least doing something. I don't know. IDK. Yeah, it's just you're just so bricky. Maybe there's just a build where you just only play 10-drop Shanks as your top end. And then the rest of the pieces you just like are just more defensive tools. And you just do the same thing where you just try to play as many 10 drops as you can. And then you play like Ben Beckman and stuff. I have wanted to make a build of it where it's more. This is the build of Kid that we're playing right now, but more like where it is legitimately for this. Clam Daddy, what a name. Yeah, we keep this. But we just play really defensive though. We're gonna play this on 3, right? I mean, this technically actually ramps as a card. Sure. What's the first Hawkins? Sure. Because this is the rush deck, I will take that, not take that one. What? Okay. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about this 9-drop Luffy. I think I almost always want Dragon. Interesting. Bricked. Oh. Play like one more game of this. But like, all right. And now, yeah, it didn't look super bricked. Yeah, I'm unsure. All right. Let's use it for the cycle. Banish. All right. I need that card. We're going to 8. So, I mean, I guess they could, like, get rid of the Sanji, right? Oh, that's funny. I'm back at 4 life. Please stop. Yeah, where's the 4th one? I'm ready for it. Yeah, this is gonna connect anyways. Are they gonna Raigo my Luffy? I guess so. Oh, they're gonna use that. Okay. I'll 2-1 this one. Sure. So, like, I could just go for game, right? Technically. I guess we could have... No. 9 and then 8. I think I need to add like another copy. There's another 2K that exists. We have another see what triggers they got. You could have Rago in hand, right? I mean, yeah. I guess I was not playing around beige. I was thinking about like what could be the last life. That could be beige was probably scarier, so I probably shouldn't have done that. It just means like if we did 7 here and then we would have done 7 and 8, which means we could have lost to double 2K. But I don't think that was really popular. Yeah. Giving me the Sanji though was a mistake though. They should have just waited maybe one more. Alright, I'll play one more game of this and then we'll switch decks. Agreed. Try something else. I can return Active Dawn with leader effect, but so I guess so I could have done 7 and then I could have still done 7 and 9. Yeah, you're right. I could have done that. You're right. That was the best play. That was best play. Let me show the deck list. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. This one. I will go first. And we get this good going second hand. We still get there. Why'd they do it like that? That's weird. I don't think we need this pudding anymore. What, they're playing 8? I mean, if we do this 2K... Yeah, that's fine. I wanted to save it. Okay. Was 2K's that one? Yeah, I gotta take that one. Yeah, they might just be too fast for us. We're 6K leader. Woo! Okay. Well, that's funny. We get both back by doing that. That's really cool. Let's see if we live, I guess. Alright, is 8 enough? Dang. GG's. That was pretty close. I think we did the right stuff. If we had like a Uso Hachi as well. Or no, we didn't. We needed something else. Yeah, the Tenkosh Shanks was really good. Alright. Alright. I think this build seems okay. And I want to be able to build at this. One second. No, imagine using Shank's ability multiple times in one turn. Oh, kids? Yeah, you could use kids' ability. Yeah, you just have to restand it. But it's weird that they had that and we can't restand the leader until now, right? Alright, let me... Alright, this is just the Sanji build that I have. I can't guarantee that's any kind of good. But I need to do it because I put him in the thing. Oh, I pressed my own button. It's funny. Oh, OP09 Sanji. Oh, shoot. I keep pressing my button. Try Beppo 2K. I don't know. I don't know. It's the teach. Alright. Yo, GLHF. I think we want to go second so they don't get to go first. Sure. Now this chopper doesn't get to attack the turret's blade, unfortunately. But that's still fine. I like this Luffy. Oh, we can't get the Luffy. I guess it's just the hiking bear. Yeah, we always take this. Oh no. I'm not used to them attacking me so much, so here we are. Okay, we cost 3. That can't be right. This can't be right, right? That doesn't feel right. We got there. All right, we won with Sanji. We can be done for the day. We beat the Teach deck. So honestly, like, I'm gonna make. We'll play like one more game with this deck. I'm not too confident with it. I have somewhere I have to hard be at 3 o'clock. But I do want to make like a like a Shanks deck with less bricks. And we play like Uta, like we actually play the package for it. You know what I mean? Yeah, Saudi's into. Yeah, no. We're cheating by playing a good deck. Sure. I'm just reading this card for the first time. Oh, it might just be... This isn't the official art for it. This uses the same font that I use. Sad. Don't make fun of me. Where are animals at? That's crazy. We've whiffed twice. You guys know the loop we can do with this? Honest's opinion of Union Arena as a whole? I'm really happy that it exists. It's a lot of fun to play. It's probably not my favorite card game in the world, but it is something that is unique and fun, and I think too many people write it off because they don't like the card art. That's generally how I feel about it. I think it's a good game, though. Again, I'm happy it exists. Oh no! Anyways. Oh, it's only 4 less? What am I doing? Why did I think that it was more than that? 7. Alright, play the 10-drop Shanks. I know you got it. Ooh. Aren't we cool? Yeah, they had a lot more defenses. Yeah, I knew that Gold Roger was in there. Could I have gone out of it? 7, 9. I would have been able to tie it at 13. I'll try again. I'll go second. Sure. Last Raven with the 12 months. Thank you very much. Do appreciate it. Send me your address. You got some Eggman dice, aren't it? I'm ready for this to whiff as I have 4 animals in my hand. Hiking Bear. Hiking Bear, no! Maybe we should have just done a big 8. Big 8 was just better, right? Kid probably has some like potential. Oh, why did I think that was... Why is my numbers wrong? Whoops. Oh well. Who would have guessed? Nine, and then 6 plus 3 is 9. Nine, 10, 11. All right, game 3. This will probably be the last game of the night. We're going first, sure. Yay, numbers. Yeah, Masters is I will continue to say Masters is a very good card game. It's just hard to get into and to stay into. No. I guess we should have given that one more HP, right? Or one more Dawn, and then it would have survived. That's funny. Sure. Oh, what? Does that have to be character? Oh, it's character only? Womp. Yeah. GG's. Yeah, this deck seems okay, right? Not like, it's not like my playstyle. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, honestly though, like I wouldn't recommend Fusion World. There's a lot of points since release this year that I wouldn't recommend Fusion World inherently. This is probably the best Fusion World has ever been. If you guys are interested in looking at anything Dragon Ball related, it's really good. It's a really solid game right now. I know the first two sets were kind of iffy. Set 3 was fine, and then set 4 unironically is in a really good spot for the game. I think it's really great to play. Yeah, I know you guys are talking about Masters. I know that, but I'm just saying, like, Fusion. I will always say Fusion World's good right now. FBO4 Fusion World is peak Fusion World right now, and we're not even at the top yet. We're not even at the top. All right. Well, yeah. What was peak OP? What was peak OP? OP05 was a pretty good meta. I did like OP07 with the restriction of law was interesting. We didn't really explore that meta a lot, so it was just really interesting. Set 4 post ban list was interesting too, which we didn't really get to explore a lot. This meta, I think, is potentially one of our most diverse ones, though. No, OP05 wasn't, like, super Sokka Storm. Like, here, I can show you with the wonders that is EggmanEvents.com. Not sponsored. Like, OP05 was... Let me see. Maybe I remember it wrong. All right, this one was not a great one. But, like, this... For what it was, like, the 3 decks that were good were Sakazuki and Nell and Purple Luffy, and they played completely different from each other. Yeah, but maybe they took up more of the spots than I thought. Sakazuki was clearly the best deck in the format, but not as inherently, because we didn't have Gecko Moria yet. We didn't have Gecko Moria yet, because, like, once we got to OP06, right, like, that's when we had, like, these... And then we had like EBO 1.5, which I think banned. Yeah, this was like a weekend. Actually, this might have been the one. EBO 1.5, when it was OPO6 with the restriction list, that meta wasn't really solved. And then in 7's been all right. 7's been all right, honestly. And then like before with did this one have the ban? No. These ones though, right? I guess these did have bans. No, this one had Red Purple Law right here. But people just weren't playing the deck, right? Okay, Law was banned. Okay. Thank you, past Eggman. No, because I put 7.5. Yeah. Yeah. 7.5 was interesting. It was clearly, I don't know. 6.5? Yeah. It's not a sponsorship. No, it's just me, right? I don't think it's a sponsorship. FCC, don't at me, all right? Don't at me. But, yeah, we're in OP09 territory right now. Also, OP04 with the restrictions. Like, this looks neat, right? Right? 4.5 was pretty diverse, too. Oh, yeah, there's a 4.1 format where we didn't have Star Deck 10 legal, but we had the restrictions hit. That was wild. OP02 meta was probably the worst. Set 1 was honestly just a really good... For the amount of leaders that existed in the game, don't look at this kid. But Set 1 was really great. Like, look at the first event we had for Set 1. What a fantastic meta we had. And then Set 2... Set 2 was pretty rough. Like... I don't know. I think, like, as much as, like, Law, Zoro, and Whitebeard played differently, they just felt so similar in mind to me, which maybe I oversaid it, but yeah, I don't know. You guys can look at that in your own way. I gotta get going. Got some stuff to do. Tier list at the end of the day was looking like this. Here, let me recrop it to here. In case you guys want to see it, here it is. Here's the tier list that we had. OP09 power ranked power rankings will be up in the next little bit too. This video will probably be out in the next couple hours, so make sure to be on the lookout for that. And I'll probably post my red purple Luffy, and I don't know if I'll post the Zoro. I'll post the Zoro list too. Why not? I won't post this and the kid. I'll post these 3 lists as well, so you guys can check them out. So that will be, if you go to, we will need to update that button to go to OP09. But if you go to OP09 team lists, it's right here. You can see all my subpar decks. Bam. So, anyways, is anyone streaming some One Piece right now? Schneider is. We'll raid Schneider. All right. We'll do the raid. Make sure to say hello. Hope you guys are having a good one. I'll be back tomorrow, but I'm going to be playing some Fusion World, which maybe you guys will enjoy. I know I will. Hopefully you guys will as well. Otherwise, I'll see you next week. Have a good holiday season if I don't catch you before then, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Join the raid. Bye-bye.